Hi, welcome back to your checkup. We are the patient education podcast where we bring conversations from the doctor's office to your ears. On this podcast, we try to bring medicine closer to its patients. I'm Nicole Rufo, a nurse in the Philadelphia area.
And I'm Ed Daleski, a family medicine doctor.
Well, I was going to introduce you as my special guest, but I guess you beat me to it. And we are so excited that you are able to join us here again today.
Thank you.
Do you like that?
I loved that.
Did it sound like you? Eddie's been battling a man cold this week, so I had to take charge of the podcast intro. Do you have anything to say about your man cold?
Well,
it actually has been like an entire week.
Yeah. Today is like a week, I would say. I'm doing fine. I feel like
he's fine. Don't. The definition of a man cold.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm fine. I don't want anyone to get the impression that I'm not. But I have a different perspective now and a deep respect for people when they have their when they say like, doctor, my nose is like spewing out dark yellow bloody stuff. Like, it's not comfortable by any means.
Yeah, you also like never get sick. I think this is the first time you've been like ill since I've met you, actually. Maybe like one little like kind of 24-hour bug, but
yeah. And instead, I'm a pukey individual.
Oh, yeah, you are pukey.
Yeah. I don't love it that way.
Mm.
And this whole voice thing didn't help last night when we had our exciting fun. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened last night?
Didn't you guys just talk about it?
We did, but we have to introduce it a little bit.
Oh, we had Karthik's surprise 30th birthday last night.
Which you're going to hear about straight from him right now. Hello. Oh, God, this is the worst. So, how did you feel yesterday when you walked in?
I was very shocked. It was, the elaborate ruse that my girlfriend put together worked to the T. Up until like me pulling the car up to the venue and parking it because we were running late for her supposed friend's birthday. It was like, listen, I'll just drop you off real quick and let me go park the car. No, you gotta come. We'll just go in together. It's fine. And in my mind, I'm like, that's for a couple more times. She insisted that I came with her inside the venue instead of leaving her going to park the car and just coming on my own. I didn't think much about it. And then we go downstairs, go to the front desk. And then I see the happy birthday signs in the back. Again, thinking this is for her friend, so I didn't think too much about it. And then I took a few steps towards the back.
Was
of
there
the
a distinguishing
area, and I see
distinguishing feature you saw on him?
Austin Ufredo. I was like, what is he doing here? And at first,
then what happened?
Yeah, his kept beard. I saw that. And I was very confused. I was like, what is Austin doing here? Because I said out loud, I'm like, hey, it's Austin. What's Austin doing here? And then she was like pushing me towards the back of the room. Then I walked in through the doors and then everybody was there. And then I froze for a sec. I was like, wait a minute. Whoa, what is happening? And then the surprise was obviously there. And I froze. I was like...
You did look like you short-circuited.
I was like that. I was that meme with the stuffed, his hands out. Shit, I'll say it. I just froze. I was like, what? I think, I didn't even know that my friends from home that live in Brooklyn came too. And they were throwing ping pong balls at me. And I just didn't even register. And then once I snapped back into it, because then I was like, what are you guys doing here? So it all came together and it was awesome. It was great. I was genuinely shocked, very surprised. Never been surprised before.
Are you talking about your dad's?
Never had a surprise birthday party. Have thrown a surprise birthday party before. You were there for that, Ed.
Are you doing it
But
again?
yeah, no. Yes.
Hmm. The concept
10
of the
years ago.
place
It's
was
turning
great.
60 in August. No,
Alex
I don't think so.
Weisberger said he'd been there before too, playing the game of ping pong with
Never
other
been. She said
people.
she's been there before. You know what's funny? As soon as we walked down, downstairs, because Spin is in the basement of that building, there was a gentleman behind there was a small bar area behind the security desk where they check your IDs, and there was a
I can see
gentleman there
that being a
who,
very.
for a second, I thought was
What did you think of the menu?
Weisberger.
I have a very
I'm sorry,
personal
Alex
interest in
Cheeseburger.
your take on the menu.
Yes. So the menu was curated by you and Mike, and I thought it was great because later when Priest showed me the menu when we were driving back, she was like, "What would you have picked?" And I looked at everything. I'm like, you know what?
She was the motor. She was the motor. She did everything. She was great. We were just happy to help.
You guys did a really good job, and thank you again for helping her with all that and getting things together.
He did. They did not spell it correctly. Well, they did. The T, the first R.
Yeah,
we were hoping
shout
for
out
a
to
second
Mike also
R.
for bringing the cake. It was like first R was yeah. The first R was kind of hidden with the A, so it at a quick if you glance at the cake really quickly, it looks like the R is missing, but then when you look at it again, you're like, oh, it's there. Oh yeah. All in all, it was an awesome night. I was really happy everybody that was there was able to make it. A certain gentleman who was going to be there didn't make it. His name I will not say.
Yes.
His interview.
Yes. Ever wanted, always leaving us.
Teaser. His name
wanting
rhymes
a
with
little bit more.
Chris Nicholson.
Karthik, on your debut on Banter of Your Checkup podcast, do you have anything else that you would like to say to the loyal listeners?
Yes. Yes. I definitely I enjoyed the banter you and Mike had about the Michelin restaurants in Philly. I have not been able to go to any of them yet. I just haven't had the time. I do plan on going there in the summertime, so hopefully I can go and I can contribute to that conversation in the future. And also rely on the banter to catch up on whatever's happening on all these reality TV shows that people talk about and I have no idea about anything. Then I'll hear you and Nicole talk and I'll be like, oh yeah, so that's what people are talking about.
I guess we did talk about that. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to watching it yet.
I learned about heated rivalry
from
one of your banter episodes.
I think Mike's a bigger fan of the show, to be honest.
Yeah,
than anything else. Did you enjoy your
big
reel?
Fan of that show.
He was the star.
I did. The reel, Austin made the reel.
Is that who that was?
He was him in his dance moves. Yeah.
Oh.
And he almost ran into Todd Monken behind him. It looked like him.
Yeah, he almost took him out.
It looked like Greg Roman, Todd Monken. It looked like your generic offensive coordinator in the NFL. He almost took him out. But the reel was hilarious. No, overall, everything about the night was fantastic. I wish everyone could have stayed a little longer. I personally,
thank you so much for coming on as a guest in the banter section.
It was a lot of fun
with me and my raspy voice. We really appreciate you, and we'll look forward to having you on sometime soon. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I lived with Karthik for like 6 years at one point, and I think people were starting to ask questions. But we were so happy we were able to celebrate him, and we had a great time, and it seems like he enjoyed himself too. You have quite the spread for us set up for the Super Bowl. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I do. We're having a Super Bowl party for 2 this evening.
Hey, Ollie's here too.
Oh, yeah. He can't eat any of it, though. So I made a sausage dip that we've been picking on. It's in the crock pot. That's been good. And then I made a spinach artichoke dip yesterday, so I have to cook that. And then I'm going to make a bowlie, and then we're going to have nachos in no particular order.
I like how it's a staged event. How it's like, it was like 3:00 and you brought out the sausage dip. I feel like maybe last year it all came out at the same time and I was a little overwhelmed with love and joy.
Yeah, I may make the bowlie here in a little bit because that's good. Like, even like in a little bit later, it'll still be good.
Yeah.
I think we'll round out the night with the nachos because those I feel like you kind of have to eat like when they come out of the oven, you know?
I do know. Your nachos are incredible. You had a little bit more of a chipotle flavor to your nachos than I would say.
That's at your request.
It's because I love it. It's at my request. Just flip this around on me real quick.
Well, it is.
Excuse me. Well, are you looking forward to anything this week? I know what's coming up, but
this week?
even next Saturday.
Oh, yeah. It's Valentine's Day, but more importantly, it's when we're going to watch the new season of Love is Blind, which actually comes out on Wednesday. So then I imagine more episodes may come out on Saturday, but maybe not.
And
But I think we're going to save it regardless.
we're definitely going to save it. It's our Valentine's tradition to do what? I'm sorry. I just need to hear your voice.
We we watch Love is Blind and we order Pauly G's.
I really think now if we have the whole lineup, they usually drop 6 episodes. We have our Sir.
You're so dramatic.
We have our entire Saturday lined up, honestly. Go exercise a little bit, go on
I
a little gym
know.
date.
And then we're going to be horizontal right there on the couch.
Yeah, I got to make you a little treat.
Yeah, you do.
I
That's
do.
also part of the tradition.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'll have time on Thursday. Oh my God, Thursday. We met the nicest man. We're switching topics here, people. Our washer has been. We know people who have had way bigger house problems than us recently. Sorry, Mike. I'm glad you're doing well. Our washer hasn't been working, so Nikki's been hand washing her clothes like a babushka at the creek.
Cinderella.
Like Cinderella?
Well, not all of them. I have been. It's just not draining the washer, and we don't own this house or the washer and dryer, so I don't care to look up anything to see how I can solve this myself.
Well, it's also they don't want us to.
This is someone else's problem. Although Mike told me something similar happened to their washer, and it wasn't draining, and he had to wring everything out. And it was because it was so cold, and he was run a space heater. He was telling me this last night. He's run a space heater in the laundry room for an hour.
Wait, really?
And see if that helps. So
We have a space heater.
I know, it's right there. So
Oh.
I actually thought that because it happened around the snowstorm
Oh my God.
time. But
Look,
regardless, these people, I seriously can't.
The tangled
The
web we
people
weave.
that are mansplaining to me how to do laundry.
No. It's a pink job too.
It's a pink job. Listen, I love a gender stereotype. Okay?
We do here.
I do.
It's true.
You don't touch the laundry. You can't be trusted with it. I don't take out the trash. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
how it works.
where we are.
Yeah.
So this guy comes to look at it when on the day of the week that Eddie's off and I'm at work, and I come home and Eddie tells me that this guy's oh yeah, he said that it's something wrong with the balance of the washer. So when you do laundry, you just have to make sure that the clothes are even. And I'm oh, that's literally not the issue, but okay, let me go try another load of laundry, making, for certain everything's all balanced. And it was, and it still happened again. So then we each had to call 17 times to try to nail down someone to come this week again. But then the one time I called and the guy's another man, because of course it was asking me the problem. And I'm this is what's been happening. This guy came out. This is what he said. It's not the issue, whatever. So then this man asked me, oh, well, what cycle of laundry do you usually do? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, just like, a regular load of laundry. I'm like, I don't know, like medium colors. I do the precise fill on the water thing. Like it's like a basic washer. And he goes, oh, well, see, this could be the problem. You have to cycle match. And I'm like, yeah. And then proceeds to tell me, so, like if I'm doing a load of laundry and there's a couple pairs of jeans in there, that's a bulky load. So I'm going to have to run a bulky cycle. But if I take those jeans out, it might just be a regular load. So then I would do it on the cycle you've been doing it on medium. And I'm like, I forgot what his name was, but I like said it. Let's just say it's Chad. And I was like, no, Chad, I do that. If it's a heavy load, I do bulky. Like if I'm doing a load of towels, it's a bulky load. So I do that. If it's, small, delicate things, I do a delicate cycle. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I do the right cycles for the right loads. Like this is not a user error. And then he like proceeded to keep mansplaining how to do the laundry. I'm like, Chad, please just schedule someone to come out. So then Chad schedules someone to come out, and then they call me the night before because we're trying to do this around the day of the week that you're home.
Right.
So I don't have to like take off or like work from home or whatever. And then they call me and they're like, we can't come. We can come on this day. So then I booked it, but then like work was a little bit crazy. So I like really couldn't come home. It's like a whole thing.
So then the first guy that came over on that Thursday said, hey, if you try these
The
things
first mansplainer.
and it doesn't
Sean.
work out. Yeah. And if it doesn't work out, then just let me know. And I was like, that sounds reasonable. So then he leaves. And then it comes to me after I tell you that, like, this is what he said.
He said, this is what he said. I said, no, that's not right.
So you give it 24 hours. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to find this guy. And then I realized I have no idea how to find this guy, which is a problem. And it took me 6 days to track him down until this wonderful man named Carlos, Friday at 6 p.m., spent 37 minutes on the phone with me when I got back from work. And he walked me through the entire process, all to learn that Sean was going to come back on Thursday. Already.
But he tracked him down, and it is going to be Sean. So.
You're like moving away.
I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. If Sean comes on Thursday and tries to tell you some dumb stuff.
I already told him about you.
You need to tell me what he says before he leaves. You cannot let him leave his house unless he's fixing our washer.
Maybe I can call you before he...
You should.
Yeah. So that's been some fun. I think that's a good place to leave some of our time. Do you have any other exciting updates? Because I have this little cool thing to share.
No. I started a Dance Moms rewatch on our Peloton tread.
Yeah, it's
getting a lot of miles in this week.
You really are. I can't actually.
Dance Moms is seriously so good. I watched it like live, but I think I only watched like the first couple seasons. Like I'm not up to date on the most recent girls and all that stuff, but you can watch it on the Peloton. And yeah, it's so great. They would never be able to air, like I'm still in season 1 right now. They would never be able to air this stuff now. So it's just like pure TV gold.
Wow. I'm so happy for
so
you.
Like the one mom, I'll have to show her to you, is the age that she is during this first season is my age now.
Oh, wow.
And it's very different how people age,
It is.
I also don't have children, so.
Good point. Good point.
But like they said it and I was like, that's how old I am.
Wow.
And you have like a 10-year-old, like you had this kid when you were like 23, 24.
Did you watch the perspective the first time through the eyes of the child or the mother?
It wasn't really through anyone's perspective. I was just watching it.
Fair.
The same as what I'm doing now.
Yeah, good point. All right. No, that's excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've got this cool little thing I want to share. It just popped up on my desk. So Pfizer, our near and dear company that makes drugs, says that they are working on a once monthly obesity injection that could help reshape the weight loss drug market. Patients with obesity who are overweight lost up to 12.3% of their weight compared to placebo at week 28 in an ongoing phase 2 trial. It's very solid performance for a drug that requires just one injection every 4 weeks, rather than the weekly shots currently dominating the market. So the drug right now is called, they get weird names when they are in a phase like this. It's called PF3944, and they're calling it an ultra long-acting GLP-1 receptor agonist. And it's designed to remain active in the body longer than existing treatments like Novo Nordisk's Wegovy, or according to Pfizer. This extended duration could prove attractive to patients weary of weekly injections, which is a reasonable thing. Some people think it's a burden, which it kind of is. Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. That obviously will not come to plan anytime soon, and they have to go through a lot of different safety profiling continued. Like there's different stages when the people go through clinical trials, 1, 2, 3, and I think 4 is technically post-market observation of the drug when it's already out there. So still a long way to go, but could be an interesting development once, getting them all across the board now.
You can choose your adventure with your GLP-1.
You truly can. It's a great time to be in obesity medicine. All right. So what are we going to talk about today, Nick?
Today we have our last installment of our motivation series.
Yes. So I've loved what we've done this month, I think. And this episode is going to be a little bit more about reflection and kind of tying everything together. Please bear with me. I think if a lot of people have been listening to these in order is what I've been understanding when I share them. So my impression is that I hope you've learned a lot at this point, and now you can turn it into some momentum. And I just want to reassure that you don't need perfection. You need direction and consistency. In the first episode, we talked about what motivation is. We described that it's emotional, it's biological, and it is unstable. It's not a moral trait. Then we talk about in episode 2 about why willpower is a limited resource and unreliable under stress. In episode 3, we started to talk about how you start making changes in your life, and starting with really, really small steps. And then we talked in episode 4 how to maintain that consistency with how motivation disappears. In episode 5, we talked about the difference between motivation, discipline, and habits, and how each one fits in. But I guess today, I would really like to think about what do we do with all of this? So I wanted to introduce a new concept. We would call it the momentum loop. And it's a simple framework that we would suggest. We would say that momentum may equal clarity to small action to feedback and identity, rinse and repeat. Clarity to know what you're working on. That small action to do that minimum viable habit, the smallest version of something you can do. That feedback, when you notice how something feels, when you transition from extrinsic motivation to intrinsic motivation. Then when you notice how that feels and you carry that over into an identity, then your identity changes. I am someone who shows up to take care of myself. And then you repeat this and you look at different parts of your life and you repeat each one in different phases of your life. So something important to think about is how do you even start? Where do you choose to start? And we would invite you to pick one thing, maybe eating habits, maybe if it's movements or fitness, maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's managing your mental health or stress, or thinking about improving sleep or your energy levels. And just ask yourself, what's the one area where life would feel better if this is just improved by 10%? And so we wanted to invite you that we cover a lot on our shows and we do a lot in different venues. You can look back and find episodes that are related to each other. So let's say you're going to pick just a couple spots, just a couple parts of your life that you're trying to improve. What we wanted to offer is that we have episodes on a lot of these that after listening to the Motivation Checkup, you can go back and see some of our evergreen episodes. If you were thinking about exercise and how important it is for you, you could think about episodes 10, 61, and 72. If you wanted to get better concepts in nutrition and start to eat better, you can go back to episodes about balanced nutrition, ultra-processed foods, and the Mediterranean diet in episodes 19, 73, and 69. You can also go back if you're someone listening to this thinking about wanting to improve your health with a little bit of weight loss. We have several of those given our interest in my area of specialty. And you can go to episodes 17, 20, 21, 22, 74, 76, and plenty others that you can go find that'll be helpful when you start to look at each individual part of your life to help improve. So after you finish listening to this, give yourself the first 7 days to reset and ask yourself, what's one habit that would help my future self? What is that smallest version that I could do daily, and when will I do it? I want to try to redefine success. Success doesn't equal perfection, but success involves showing up again after life interrupts, after you go on that vacation and you come back maybe and you get back into your rhythm. Or maybe you have a sleepless night and for some other reason because you're taking care of important things in your life and your family. And then you get back into taking care of yourself. Consistency is built with flexibility, not force. After doing this, I've completely changed my counseling with people. Like people come in all the time and I try to ask them like what the most important thing they want to cover is. And a lot of them will say, I want to lose weight. Or like when we're talking about labs, they get really excited and they're like, oh my God, my labs are bad and I need to get better. Like, I know I need to eat better. And I've started talking about this.
Really?
Yeah. Instead of just like, oh yeah, like do the vegetable thing or do this, like
The vegetable thing.
but they're like, oh, I need to eat better. But like, I even like backed it up that like, we tried to like go through a guy's day and he was like, oh yeah, for lunches, I'm really busy. And I run around and I get Chipotle or like I eat processed meats a lot when I'm running around because like, I don't have much time during the day. But I even got down to like talking about this like identity stuff that like when you flip this around and when people become versions of themselves, like people who take care of themselves, that the habits and the lifestyle is so much more protected than just calling it like lifestyle changes. It's been a very cool thing to experience. I've definitely learned a lot. Like I've learned about like organizing this and its presentation to people and how useful it can be and how practical. Like, 'cause I think people should get more credit. When they come in and they're like talking about stuff, like a lot of people talk about weight. So that's what we talk about a lot here. But so many people have tried so much stuff already. And they're like coming to me and like, I feel like I'm not going to tell them a lot that they don't already know.
I think the habit one, was that last week or the week before? Was an important one.
Like, wait, what were your takeaways there that you thought it was important?
Like, isn't that when we talked about, I think it was this one. Like when your motivation goes away, then like your habits and consistency and everything. Because no one's motivated all the time,
Right. Yeah, no, I think you've definitely changed me in this way where
I have?
yes, I was never a like wake up early morning in the person. What?
Wake
I
up
was
early
never-
morning in the
I was
person.
never like a wake up early morning person in exercise. Like when I did track, like we did track at like 3:30 and that was in high school all the way through college. And that's like kind of when I always just worked out and exercised.
Mm-hmm.
For swimming, you were in the morning, weren't you?
In the summer, we were in the morning, yeah. And then I was a lifeguard all day after that. But yeah, we had practice every day at like 6.
Yeah. It's just like you've been so great to me in that way. Like we rub off on each other in awesome ways, and like round each other out. And this has been a really cool one. Like me getting up at 5 a.m. to go on the tread and exercise. Like, what is that?
Who is he?
I know, I'm a sleepy boy.
You are a sleepy boy.
While we're kind of like reflecting
Snoozy
here,
boy.
a trick that I found that is not scientific at all, but I kind of wanted to share is a second alarm 1 minute after your original alarm. I don't know how annoying that is for you.
So you can't fall back into the snooze.
Yes. For the longest time, I've been like, my snooze has been 9 minutes and I'm out again by 9 minutes.
Yeah, you really are. Like my alarm goes off and then I hit snooze, but I'm like up. And then I try to be like physically out of bed by the time I like either before or when the alarm goes off again. Like I set it early so I can kind of like lay in bed for a couple minutes and wake up. You can't do that.
I can't. No, I'm out. I'm back sleeping again. I'm back in Bora Bora. Wherever we send Ollie for the night.
That's where we sent Ollie last night, Bora Bora.
Awesome. Any other thoughts as we wrap up this week? Looking forward to getting back to just regular episodes next week.
Maybe your voice will be back next week.
This is kind of embarrassing, actually. This one's going to be etched forever, and like I'm going to be pushing this a lot, and my voice is going to be like this.
It was like so crazy because you had no voice last night. I mean, it's not like we were doing anything crazy at Karthik's birthday. You just were coughing all over everyone.
It was a little rude. It was a little rude.
Like coughing into your sweater. And we came home and you just like weren't talking because like your throat hurt. And I looked at Ollie and I was like, wow, it's never been this silent when the three of us are all here at one time.
I was being very intentional about not speaking, and it really just goes to show I have a lot to say at all times.
At all times. A stream of consciousness.
You're a saint.
Yeah.
You're really almost done there.
I know.
You are a puzzle master. Did you get another one?
Yeah. It's in the kitchen. It's on the island.
Why do they call it an island?
Because it's like floating by itself.
Good point.
In the middle of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like the ones that are connected is a peninsula.
Oh my God. Wow. All right. So thank you for coming back to another episode of Your Checkup. Hopefully you were able to learn something for yourself, a loved one, or
a neighbor.
You can check out our website. You can find us on Instagram. We're the most active on Threads. Send us an email if you'd like. But most importantly, stay healthy, my friends. Until next time, I'm Ed Dulesky without a voice.
I'm Nicole Rufo.
Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
This information may provide a brief overview of diagnosis, treatment, and medications. It's not exhaustive and is a tool to help you understand potential options about your health. It doesn't cover all details about conditions, treatments, or medications for a specific person. This is not medical advice or an attempt to substitute medical advice. You should contact a healthcare provider for personalized guidance based on your unique circumstances. We explicitly disclaim any liability relating to the information given or its use. This content doesn't endorse any treatments or medications for a specific patient. Always talk to your healthcare provider for complete information tailored to you. In short, I'm not your doctor.
I am not your nurse.
And make sure you go get your own checkup with your own personal doctor.